Alright, so we're looking at now practice probe 7RPA2b. Sarah jumps rope to keep in shape. She jumps an average of 20 times in 15 seconds. 20 jumps, 15 seconds. Which of these describes her jumping rate? So we're looking at 60 minutes per jump, 60 jumps per minute, 80 minutes per jump, 80 jumps per minute. Looking at minute, minute, minute. So I know I need to convert this seconds into a minute. And I know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. Keeping seconds and seconds in the same place in my ratio. Make sure my proportion's set up correctly. So I use J for jumps here. That's my unknown. Cross multiply 20 times 60. Cross multiply 15 times J. Divide by 15 both sides. And I get J is equal to 80. Now, that means 80 goes here. I've got 80 jumps in 60 seconds. I know now A is out, B is out. I'm now looking between C and D because they both have 80 and 80. How do I know between those two which one is correct? Here, my ratio says 80 jumps in 60 seconds. Which one of these says 80 jumps in 60 seconds? If you look at this carefully, it says 80 minutes per jump. That's like saying you have one gigantic jump and it took 80 minutes for that one jump. That's a little crazy. D is the correct answer for that particular question. Question 2. Jeremy started a savings account and deposited the same amount of money each month into his account. Which is closest to the amount of money Jeremy deposits each month? So looking, I can find the unit rate each month should be somewhere between 20 and 40. I see an exact point up here, $160 in 5 months. So I can divide the Y, 160, by 5 months, and that will go $32 in 1 month, which is where I thought it should be, somewhere between 20 and 40. Let's look at our answer choices. So looking here, 32 is the best answer choice, B. 27 is close, but it's not exact. So that's why that one is not correct. If we divide 160 by 5, we come up with exactly 32. Question 3, the graph below shows the amount of money Vincent is paid based on the number of hours that he works. What is Vincent's hourly rate of pay? So if I look here, I'm counting by 2's on this x-axis. So that means this one is 1. And I can look right there to see what my unit rate would be. So I can see it should be less than 20. Looking at my answer choices, A looks good. Let's see if we can find D. And D is 180, so that's not it either. So between those 4, A is the only one that remotely makes sense. All right, number 4 question. The graph below shows a builder's profit for townhouses that he sold. Here's the graph. What is the builder's increase in profit if he sells 5 more townhouses? Had lots of questions on this one. I had several students who wanted to extend this graph to 25 and then go up. And you could do that if you really wanted to, But it doesn't say. All you got to do is look right here. If he sells 5 houses, that puts you at 40. In thousands, so that's 40,000. So theoretically, that should not have been too terrible of a question. So we're looking at C here. C should have been your correct answer choice on that one. And if I'm going too fast for you, feel free to pause this video. Feel free to go back, watch it again. Number 5, it took a race car driver 3 hours and 15 minutes to go 500 miles. What was his mean rate of speed to the nearest tenth of a mile per hour? Distance, rate, and time. Distance divided by the 3 hours and 15 minutes. And if you don't remember that, remember our triangle? If we are looking to find the rate, I take the distance and divide by the time. Okay? So here's where we got messed up. This is not 3.15 because 15 minutes is not out of 100. It is out of 60. So what you need here is 500 miles divided by 3 hours and 15 minutes out of 60 minutes total in an hour. That will convert 15 minutes to 60 to an hour. Now, you divide 15 by 60 if you so desire.
Hunter Wallace, can you come to the office, please? Hunter Wallace.
500 divided by 15 divided by 60 is 3.25 hours. When you divide 500 by 3.25, you shall get 153.8. And that's all we have for today. Thanks for listening.